Hey everybody,
Hi everyone,
Mr. and Mrs. Traveler here.
ElleKosGlam live at home.
All right, everybody. So welcome, and happy Thursday to everybody.
Happy Thursday.
All right, everybody. So today, just a little light-hearted, just a walk down memory lane of all the wonderful ships that we have said goodbye to in 2020.
Bon voyage.
Bon voyage when we come back. All right, everybody. So glad to see everybody on a Thursday. Thank you for taking your time out to join the Mr. and Mrs. Traveler, your certified cruise counselors.
Brenda Lambert, thank you so much for being the first person on. Tavia, how you doing? Kay Crump, all the way from Georgia in the house. We have Cleveland in the house. We have people from around the world. How you guys doing?
Yes, greetings to everybody, and stay warm and stay safe to all of our friends in the north who are going through those massive snowstorms. And please come back and take your cold temperatures that have now invaded Florida.
Yes, it is only 60 degrees here today.
Please come get your weather. All right, everybody. We hope that you're enjoying these series of live videos that we're doing here, kind of getting
Yes.
through the Christmas season. Some are serious and talking about news things. Some are a little bit more lighthearted, like today's topic. But anyway, it goes. If you would, guys, give us a thumbs up there. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends and family about us. Share this videos on your social medias and all
Please
that other
do.
good stuff. Um, as we continue to try to bring you the latest and greatest news and everything that is going on in the world. We appreciate each and every one of you.
And if you can, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you give us a call if you're interested in wave season that's coming. It's coming very soon. After Christmas, everybody is going to start booking. So you want to write that number down. Give us a call, 877-697-4470, or we can be reached at www.mr-traveler.com. You can also follow us on Facebook on our social medias. Mr. Traveler is Mr. Traveler Cruise Lovers. I am ElleKosGlam on Instagram. I also have a beauty channel, ElleKosGlam. So make sure you go check us out.
Yeah, join us on Mr. Traveler's Cruise Lover group on Facebook where we share fun stuff and everybody gets to share and talk about fun stuff and all that good stuff. I saw somebody posted today their wish list for Christmas and it just said cruise, 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 cruise,
That
cruise.
was a good wish list. I like that.
Well, let's get to what everybody's really looking forward to,
Yes,
the snowball cam.
every day.
Auntie Gladys, you see your books back there?
Yes. We also have a neighbor on, Wanza from St. Petersburg. How you doing, neighbor?
All right, everybody. So, thank you so much. We appreciate you joining us today. Today, just want to take a look back because of some of the news that came out yesterday, and we'll touch on that at the kind of the end of the little pictures that we have for you today. So we'll touch on that news that came up, and if you hadn't heard, you're going to see it here on our pictures momentarily.
Yes.
So sad. So shall we get to it? All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go through. This is not an exhaustive list, but these are some of the more popular cruise ships to us here in the U.S. that many of you have probably been on over the years. So as I show this presentation here of the cruise ships that we've lost this year, give us a comment on the side and maybe what was your favorite thing about that particular ship that you liked and all that good stuff.
Yes, and thank you so much, Tavia, for your question on yesterday. And we're going to make sure we get to it today. Thank you so much for joining us. She won the secret game that we were playing on yesterday, and she guessed the Carnival Mardi Gras.
She did. Did she give us a topic? Because I didn't see.
I think she did, but I'll look while we go ahead and
Okay.
looking at the
All
ships
right.
we want to do. We want to kiss them goodbye because they're leaving.
And as I
2020.
look at these ships, a song comes to mind, If you guys don't know this because you don't live with me, but I always do modifications to songs.
Yes, he do. He's very good at it.
So for today's video, I dedicate this song
Okay.
to all the ships we've loved before,
Oh my goodness.
who traveled up and down our shores.
We're gonna talk a little bit about each and every one of them.
Yes, absolutely. So anyway, guys, here's the first one we got up for you, the Carnival Fascination. Who's been on the Fascination, guys, as we say goodbye? It was terrible watching this thing getting crashed onto the shores. Many of these ships were crashed onto the shores and just ripped apart and taken apart. So who has ridden the Carnival Fascination out there, guys? This was, you know what? It was a nice ship, especially back in the day when it first came out, and then it turned out to be a really good budget cruise for a lot of people. I think this one might have been going out of Jacksonville, if I'm not mistaken.
The Carnival Fascination first voyage was in 1990, and it was actually one of the sailings that went out with Carnival Cruises. I have some notes on it, but I'll get it when Mr. Traveler gets going.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Well, let's go back.
Go back to the ship. I'll be right back.
Oh, she'll be right back. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. The Snowball, what they got to say about that? The Snowball cam, everybody. All right, so while she's doing that, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. So the Carnival Fascination was, it was a great ship on its time. They did the modifications on the back, added the water slides onto the back. Okay, enough of that. But it ended up being towards the end of its useful life here. It was a really great budget cruise for people doing the weekends and that kind of a thing. So, hey, listen, it brought a lot of smiling faces to a lot of people. And this is the thing that I love about Carnival, guys, is that when we talk about budgeting and doing family trips and everything, everybody has a different budget level, and sometimes your budget level yourself is different at different times. So I mean, to be able to do a cruise or something for a family of four for $700-800 or whatever for a weekend or a short week. How great is that?
That's right. And this was one of the more economical, affordable ships. And if you were on a budget, you would just go ahead and jump on this ship. This ship didn't have any balconies, I don't think. Did it, Mr. Traveler?
They added some on there. You can kind of see them on the side and the back there. Those are add-ons.
Okay.
Yep.
So that was an addition later on.
Yep.
So just a brief little history on each and every one that we go through. If we can remember.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's... To all the ships we've loved before. How about the Carnival Imagination?
Yes, the Imagination.
Yes. This one right here, kind of bittersweet memories for me here. I was actually the one and only cruise I was able to get my mom on. Was on this ship a couple of years before she passed.
Yeah.
So I was really glad to be able to get her out there on that ship. What I really liked about these particular ships was was how it had the little outdoor dining area at the aft of the Windjammer.
You catch a breeze back there, and I remember her really enjoying the ship. Me and Mr. Traveler, I think we had just got married, and we had just started really heavily getting serious about each other. And Mr. Traveler took his mom on the ship to get away, to spend some time with his mother, and that was just precious memories. I remember that.
Yep. So
she's in heaven now.
Has anybody else? You guys know what I'm talking about. So you had those kind of. It was kind of funny shaped how they were at the back of there. But if you walked up the back of the Windjammer,
it was nothing over you.
It was like 4 little tables out there.
Right.
And you could sit out there. And actually, this same ship, Mrs. Traveler, myself, and your brother and his wife were on that ship.
Yes, I remember.
This is the worst weather.
This was the worst weather we ever encountered on a
ship. Yeah, was this one. So we were crossing from Cozumel back to Florida.
Yes.
And a storm blew through, and I mean, it was some nasty, nasty waves.
I mean, what were we doing? We were like this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the water in the glass was like
the waters in the glasses was everybody at the dining room table was sideways. That was the worst. cruise we ever been on.
literally the pool chairs, the long loungers were literally being
They were
picked
being
up
tossed
and
off.
flown. Were flying off the back of the ship.
Yep.
Super crazy, guys.
Yep, they were being tossed off the ship. That was the most memorable cruise we ever had on that ship.
Yep. All right, here we go. So who's up next? To all the ships we loved before. Oh, yes. The Carnival Inspiration.
Now, I know a lot of people rode this ship because this was like kind of a big one back in the day. Shh, hush, I'm talking.
Hush that, buddy.
Back in the day, that's the UPS man again. Every day, he's
Look
doing
at
his
their
mouth,
face.
trying to rub him so he won't bark. He has his lion up. Somebody asked what breed was Snowball. He's an American Eskimo.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I have to rub
With a
him to
buzz
keep him
cut.
sane. Yeah, we have to cut his hair because it's too high here. Anyway, back to the ship. This is the Carnival Inspiration, and it was a little bit bigger, wasn't it?
Well, they're all basically about the same size.
I think that's when they first started putting slides on Carnival.
Yeah,
on
that was
this one.
def-
I see the slide in the back.
Yeah, definitely an add-on for this ship. Had a few balconies cut into it there. But again, all these ships that Carnival has decided to get rid of here, they're not big revenue generators. They weren't big revenue generators. They probably made more money in the casinos and the bars than anything else. They weren't really making it on the cruise fare per se. But this is what Carnival was known for, was given budget-friendly family trips, and these are the kind of ships that really paved the way for that. So, like we were talking yesterday, where the future of cruising, now that these smaller, more affordable ships are gone, and there's still a few still out there. You still got the Sensation out there, right?
Yeah, if they get rid of the Sensation, that's gonna break my heart.
Yeah, that
because
was your mama's
I have
favorite
so
ship.
many memories on the Sensation. Please do not sell it, Carnival.
It's
Because
coming.
It's too many. I have way too many memories on there.
Yeah,
Way too many.
yeah, I know.
Literally.
That's gonna be a hard one.
I can't take it if they take that one away. I have to go with it.
So
Wherever it goes.
What's going to be the budget cruise, or will there be budget cruise? We got to really see. Let's see. Went to Catalina. Cruise Talk City went to Catalina and Ensenada on her.
And Blair Fox Love and the Blair Show said the Carnival Imagination was my very first cruise. I will always love it and I will miss it.
Oh, and Cruise Talk was mentioning too that they're also looking at doing the other vaccine is getting approved too.
Really?
Here, yep. So
there's two now?
they're working on it today. Yep. So they're got that
Okay,
for
we'll
approval.
talk about that when we wrap up here and stay on Cruise Talk because we're going to talk about it.
Okay, and moving on.
Okay.
Who's traveled up and down our
Boy,
shores?
oh my gosh, the
We
inspiration.
celebrate your Lido deck.
The inspiration was
How about the Fantasy?
the Carnival Fantasy. We're
Now-
really going to miss that.
Now you can really see what I'm talking about on that ship back there. If you don't remember what I'm talking about, obviously
it's right behind the whale tail.
obviously they
Oh,
added on the
did they add on
the water slide behind the whale tail. But if you follow the slide down and kind of go to the back of the ship there and go down one level, that's what I'm talking about. That one right there and right below it. But it's really that one right below where the slide is. It's like a little triangle jut out spot right there. I used to love just getting breakfast and just sitting out there and catching the wind back there. It was kind of a secret spot. Like a lot of people didn't really know about it or go out there, so it was kind of cool. I really enjoyed
The
it.
Fantasy is a more bigger class, right? So it was a little bit bigger than the Imagination and the Inspiration.
They're all the same. They're all same.
They're all the same. They
yep.
look a little bit bigger for some reason.
Sistery ships.
Are they sister ships? Okay. And did they have balconies?
Yep, they got some cut in there in the side, right below that red line.
Oh,
You see there? I believe those
that
are
was added on later.
cutouts on the balconies there. I'm not sure if that was an original design or added on, because typically when we see the ones that were added on, they're like kind of like a box stuck on the side of them.
Okay.
That may actually be an original design there. I'm not really sure.
Okay. But do you see the red and the blue on the side? They don't even do that anymore. You see the tag on the side over there?
Yeah, the
They
little
don't.
emblem.
They don't tag it no more like that.
So did anybody go on her like when the Fantasy was brand new? Did it have those balconies on there when it first came out? Because I just cannot recall.
Michael Borderline said, with fewer people selling, they should keep the small ships.
Yeah, and well,
They
you know what,
sell
Mike? It's going to be a little bit of a trend coming up for now. Like we were talking the other day, Norwegian's coming out with a new line. Eventually, I think it's probably got pushed back a little bit because of the COVID. But they're actually going to be smaller ships. And they can get in, less people, and they can focus on the service on there. And I think that's what they were trying to do, and get into different ports that you couldn't necessarily get into with bigger ships.
I think that's the heads up on the river cruises. That's why a lot of people take the river cruises, because they can get in and out of places like that, especially in Alaska.
Yeah, I would love to do river cruise.
In Ireland. Hi, Auntie Gladys. She said we should buy the Sensation.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on, Auntie Gladys, you put your pennies in, and we'll get
Let's
our
do
pennies
it.
in. We'll get it. All right, here we go. We celebrate your love. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, so here's the new news from yesterday, ladies and gentlemen.
Empress of the Seas.
Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean. I have a few notes on that one.
So this was a really, really, really small ship here.
Yes.
Before the end of her useful life here, she was doing a lot of the sailings into Cuba.
Yes.
Before those travel restrictions were lifted again. We actually had guests on board this ship the day the Cuba ban was lifted, and they had to get turned around off their shore excursion and went right back to the ship. But kind of the same deal. This is kind of Royal Caribbean's version of affordable sailings here, and it's a cute little ship.
It was compatible to like the I would say the Sensation, the Fantasy and Inspiration. It was just like that, but as you can see, the lifeboats was a little bit different. You can see the lifeboats higher versus on Carnival. I think they was a little bit lower. Were they up top? They were actually up top on Carnival versus in the middle of the ship on this particular ship. And she actually launched in 1990, and this particular ship was actually sold to an Asian buyer. They will not disclose who bought it, but her and the Majesty was also, and we'll get to the Majesty in a minute, but these are the two oldest ships in the fleet period for Royal Caribbean. Like, this is one of the oldest ships they ever had.
And but it still had the classic UFO saucer type deal at the back of the ship there. It's facing the opposite way on this particular ship, but that's your lounge up there. Typically it's Diamond Lounge in a lot of the ships. I'm not sure about this one. We personally never rode this one, the Empress.
No, we haven't. And Anthony also said only the suites had balconies, which is correct, and you can see where they are up at the top in the middle. And
with the lifeboats, I don't know, it's kind of a give and take, because if you think about the Carnival ships that had the lifeboats up at the top, they're kind of an eyesore when you're on the Lido deck.
They are.
And looking over. But when you have them on the side like this, I guess it's less intrusive for a lot of people, but you also end up having a lot of obstructed view, ocean view cabins there behind those lifeboats. But I'm sure they were very affordable.
That's right.
Yes. An obstructed view.
It's really not an
obstructed view ocean view cabin is really a great option if you want to do something, if you're looking at an interior, or you want to do something with a little bit more than an interior, because usually I've actually seen those cheaper than interiors before.
Me too.
Or sometimes they're just slightly more than an interior, so it's like for $20-$30 or whatever it may be, why not get that? Because in an interior room, you're not seeing nothing anyway. At least with that one, you can get a little bit of daylight in there. You can see what time of day it is, I guess.
And I would recommend, I know a lot of people are coming off the pandemic, and they're coming, when we wrap up all this virus stuff and Even if we don't, when it look like it's starting to go away, a lot of people are starting to plan trips. So make sure you watch our videos back, the videos that we have been going live with every single day. We're giving you those pointers and tips so you can go ahead and plan the trip for you and your family. What better way to celebrate ending quarantine going on a cruise? That'd be great. Or a Christmas gift. Instead of giving stuff, we don't do a lot of stuff. Me and Miss Traveler, we don't give a lot of stuff anymore to each other. We give dreams and cruises.
Indeed.
Bucket lists. We do it real big for Christmas, and we try to do a lot of cruises and places that we can travel. So make sure you take all these notes into consideration and decide where you want to go and which ship you would like to do. These small ships we're talking about, you may want to get on one of them when we done with all this craziness that's going on. Everybody need a vacation after this. I know I do. Thumbs up one time for a vacation after quarantine.
Indeed.
Okay, let's get back.
All right. Well, you spilled the tea on my last one.
Oh, I spilled the tea.
Yes, you did.
Oh, whoops.
And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, this one right here is kind of heartbreaking to me too.
Oh, I hate to see it go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what sparked the Mr. Traveler cruise bug.
This is what we
right
started.
Here.
This is how our channel started, right here on the Majesty of the Seas. If you go back and look at our first video, it's going to be the Majesty. Well, before that, the Valor, then the Majesty, right? Was it the Valor first?
I believe that Valor was our first one.
One of them, the Valor
the
Majesty.
This was an early video for sure, but we didn't even videotape the very first time that I think we did, but we got it on DVD or something.
It's like a slideshow.
Yeah.
It was so old.
But yeah, this is the ship that did it right here, ladies and gentlemen.
One time for cruising. I see the ones coming up. Thumbs up, everybody. If you are taking a trip after quarantine, one time for you being an avid traveler, or a thumbs up, whatever you got.
So whenever we would book somebody on this ship, I would always describe it as a classy little ship, and I still feel that very same way. It really was. It really was a nice ship. I would say ahead of its time when it came out.
We felt like it was futuristic when we sailed that one.
Yeah.
We were like, wow, this ship is big. But now it's the smallest.
I still remember the magic that I felt literally the first time I went on there, and it was such a beautiful ship going on there. We were on there with a lot of families, so we had a lot of fun on there.
Yes, we did.
It had a nice club on there.
My mom
nice
was
pool.
on there. The first video we took with my mom was on that ship.
Yeah.
And she just took us and the girls. We all went together. I can't really talk about it because you could put it back on the ship because my eyes are tearing up.
Well,
a lot of memories on that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
She really was a great ship. I'm sorry to see her go. They actually had this ship slated to be sold, I think it was last year if I'm not mistaken, and the public outcry of this ship made Royal Caribbean change their mind.
This ship made the news last year. They were going to sell this ship last year, but the public said, no, not yet. Please don't sell it yet.
Yeah.
So I guess they came to terms with it and said, okay, it's time for it to go. Because she's pretty old.
Yeah, but
she got around.
They kept her up.
Thumbs up of the people who traveling.
They kept her up really good shape.
Wow,
What was really
all the thumbs up.
What really was fun about that ship was the international celebration that they had on that ship.
That was my favorite part.
And all the different nationalities on the ship that worked on the ship had their flags
in the lobby.
Yeah, in the lobby, and they represented their country, and they all did like a different dance or something.
It was a big giant cultural party, and they let each and every culture dance and show what dance they love to do. It was Indians. It was people from the desert, Sahara. It was
everywhere.
It was Dubai. It was Africa. It was Asia. It was Australia. It was
India.
Everybody, and they showed dances and they waved their flags. It was just great.
Yeah.
You can see it if you watch our video. I'll try to link it above.
Yeah, we did.
And
We did videotape. Yeah.
We did videotape it. And
Yeah.
one time, because my mama was on there, so
Yep.
it's hard for me to watch that one, but I watch it every now and then.
Yeah, that's a hard one right there. But that's what did it, ladies and gentlemen, for us.
Thumbs up if you traveling after quarantine.
That's what started the Mr. Traveler bug, and we got out there and got in the ocean. I'll never forget. Do you guys remember the first time you ever went on a ship? And when the magic you guys felt when that ship would leave port, and like whether it was Miami or wherever,
and you hear the horn.
Yeah, and then you go down through the port and you see the buildings, and then all of a sudden you see the ocean open up, and all of a sudden just nothing but ocean and those big waves. You can hear the waves.
My first
see
time.
the seabirds.
I couldn't believe it. My first
magic.
This ship is so nostalgic to us that it brings back so many memories, because this was like one of our first ships that we took with the family. We took a couple by ourselves, but then when we went with the family, it was just lit.
Yeah.
Crazy lit. So, and the way that they celebrated each culture, I was okay with that. That's why I cruise, because I celebrate the world. And I guess that's why we live near Disney, because they celebrate the world too.
What was your guys' first ship that you guys ever went on? For us, it was the Majesty. What was your guys' first ship that you ever?
Was the Majesty.
The Majesty of the Seas did it, and then followed immediately by, we went on the Glory. If I'm not, no, was it the Glory? We went on the Valor.
I think
The Valor.
With
It was the
Grandma.
Valor.
We
went by
Grandma.
ourselves. We went by ourselves first.
We went by ourselves?
Yep, we got the Majesty, and we were like, you know what, we're gonna do that again. And we said we're gonna try Carnival.
We started leaving the family
because when we were on the Royal Caribbean, a lot of the other, at the time, I mean, we were seriously budgeting at the time.
Oh my goodness, we were in college, both of us.
We couldn't afford the Royal Caribbeans. I'll just be honest with you.
Look at all the thumbs up coming. The people are traveling. Oh my God, it's catching my attention. I have to look away.
we couldn't afford.
So many thumbs up.
We couldn't afford the Royal Caribbean at the time, so we were like, "Hey, what do you guys think about Carnival?" Because we had never been on Carnival before, and
we were kind of nervous.
They kept on poo-pooing Carnival, like, "Yeah, you don't want to do Carnival," and we got on Carnival and we absolutely loved it. I think we did like 10 Carnivals.
We did 10
back
in
to
a
back
row.
to back. So yeah, we kept doing them.
When I say we are real travelers, we don't play. We take cruising very seriously.
Carnival Spirit,
fun.
Brilliance of the Seas, Imagination,
The Freedom,
the Carnival
wow.
Freedom, yes, Carnival
Tanya
Glory,
did it real big.
Inspiration, the Destiny. Oh, that was fun.
Destiny.
That's the one we did.
Aurelia?
No, that's the one we did.
Aurelia. I think that's how you say her name. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly.
That's the one we did. It was the Destiny. That was our second
Destiny?
one.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't think. It was the Destiny. Yep.
The Ecstasy, Sherry.
Yeah.
The Fascination, Sabina.
But you see what I mean, though.
Disney Wonder,
You
Charity.
all, for the most part, you all got on these smaller ships to get the
Jubilee,
to get the taste of do you like cruising. So you guys started with a lot of these ships that got scrapped or sold because you more than likely you wanted to dip your toe and see if you liked cruising or whatever.
You wanted to try a small one because you were scared to go on the big ones. But some of y'all started on the big ones. Disney Wonder, you did it real big.
Oh yeah,
my goodness.
Started from the top and now you're there already.
Yep. And Auntie Gladys, 1989, she said, I can't remember. She said Carnival, I can't remember the name. It was Carnival. Wow. Cruise Talk, Carnival Spirit, then the Carnival Miracle. Okay.
Rudell said Majesty of the Seas.
Yep.
I knew we liked you for a reason.
And if you go up, somebody rode the Jubilee.
Oh, that's
that
way
was,
back. There you go.
It is, the Marquis.
Second was the Jubilee. That's
the
way back
second one
when.
was the Jubilee. Oh my goodness, Barry the Ecstasy.
Kate Crump on Navigator, which we were booked on that and didn't get to go.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Majesty, all right, Karen.
The Majesty, yes, absolutely.
Tezu, Majesty, all right. Majesty was a lot of people's first one.
It was.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Blair said, "Do you guys know you were the first people I saw on YouTube talking about cruises when I went on my first cruise in 2015?"
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Blair.
we've been doing this for a long time. You're an OG with us, if you know that one.
We've been doing it longer than 10 years now.
Yeah,
it's been longer because we started when MySpace was out. We was
Well,
on MySpace a long time ago.
the official Mr. Traveler YouTube page was probably about 2000. Was probably about then.
It was around then. That was before we had all these new technological advances, and we had flip phones, and we had a DOS computer that we had bought from a secondhand store. That's when we started filming, and we was filming on our flip phones.
Yep.
That's a throwback.
Yeah, that's a.
Any other shit?
Yeah, that's the last one. So that's old school. Yeah, we've been doing it for a while, and yeah, that was what set us apart back then. Was we were like the only ones really giving travel advice and things like that.
We were the only ones. There was a lot of blogs, but we were the first ones to hit YouTube. And when we hit YouTube, nobody was on there. They didn't really have a lot of restrictions or anything. Now it's so many. But yeah, we were the first couple on YouTube to do travel vlogs.
Yes, and I love it.
I do too.
All right, let's see.
Absolutely.
Well, this guy ain't doing nothing.
Well,
He's boring again.
That's what Snowball's been doing all day. That's how his day went.
All right, everybody. So
we hope you enjoyed these throwback ships, and we can do one for Royal Caribbean if you like. That we already did some Royals, but we can do like different lines if you like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, these are the ones that were kind of near and dear to everybody. So I just wanted to just bring that back. So tomorrow we're not going to do our trivia today because we'll come back to it because we're going to do a couple of days of filming on scene.
We're going to be on location the next couple of days. Yes.
Yep. So we will keep you posted on which way we're going to go. Yeah, we don't know just yet. I think I know, but I don't know. But we're going to show you a couple of fun things.
We have a lot to do. Alice Dare just came in.
Hey there, Alice
Hey,
Dare.
Alice Dare. How you doing?
I have to go to the post office and pick up my package from Alice Dare.
Yes, he is
The
our
line
Patreon.
the
Thank
lane
you
is
so
around
much,
the corner.
Alice Dare. Thank you for being our Patreon. We appreciate you, Alice Dare, all the way in Scotland. Thank you. He helps our channel get pushed.
Yep.
Thank you so much. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thumbs up if you love our channel. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed to our channel. Hit the notification button. That way you'll know when we upload. We upload every week, and we're going to go live from different places on this weekend.
Oh, look at there.
Oh, we got a super chat.
Thank you so much, Karen, for that super chat.
Thank you so much, Karen. She said, love you guys like always. We love you too, Karen. Thank you so much for supporting our channel. We appreciate you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Every little bit helps.
Every little copper goes towards our vision.
We can't.
And you're gonna see this channel go to 1 million. Watch.
Yeah, you know what?
We're gonna go to 1 million subscribers. I'm gonna put it out there.
I can't wait to get back on
Bye, Michael.
the ships and locations to show. Bye, Mike. Can't wait to get back to locations and show you guys some live stuff. We do have some interesting stuff coming up in the near term. We're going to be going to New Orleans.
We're going to New Orleans for the first time. I want to try those donuts, beignets, I think that's what they call them. Beignet. And some crawfish and some seafood and some gumbo. Ooh, yes.
I guarantee it.
We're going to try all that. It's one of my cousins, my dear cousins. Her nickname is Squirt. Her real name is Regina. She just got married this past year. We went to her wedding over the summer in the middle of this COVID. It was so strange, her wedding. We had to be separated, temperature checked and everything. Well, she's turning 50, so her 50th birthday will be in New Orleans, and we're going. Happy birthday to my cousin Squirt.
Excellent. All right, everybody. So thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you so much. There would be no us without you.
Right.
Thank you for taking your time out to hang out with us.
Yes.
And
we've been going live every single day. I think we've been live 10 times so far.
I don't know. I have lost count.
And we have just one more week to go. So we really enjoying this. Mr. Traveler, if you don't know it, he's working every day, and he starts his day about 3 o'clock in the morning. So he has to film when he gets home, and he's at work all day long, and when he get home, I have to feed him, make sure he's ready, and pump him up so he can do this video. So I appreciate his hard work, and thank you all so much for joining us today.
Yes, absolutely, guys. Thank you so much, and we're getting closer to Christmas. Can you feel the Christmas in the air, the vibe and everything? And you know, as these...
Is everybody done Christmas shopping? Make sure you get done Christmas shopping. I did a lot of online things this year. Hmm.
You know, it's like we've been saying, little things are going on
Hmm.
that is getting us closer and closer to getting back on these cruise ships and getting us back to normal. I know it's a long, slow road, guys.
Yes.
I know it's very trying, but we have to be grateful for where we're at. We're all blessed to be here and be able to enjoy, just talk about it, to remember our experiences on it and everything. And we'll get back to that. We'll get back to making new memories. Let's just keep those people who are suffering in our thoughts and prayers, guys.
Yes.
All these people on the islands, people that are obviously getting affected by this pandemic, people that are out of work, and
They're kind of suffering right
all
now.
that kind of stuff right there. So, sometimes I feel a little guilty talking about this stuff, but it's what we love to do. Some people like to go bowling, some people like to go fishing. I like to do both of those things, but I enjoy cruising even more.
That's right. And we want to make sure when you feeling bad and you in the house and you can't leave your house, here come the second wave of COVID, all these changes, make sure you concentrate on gratitude. We woke up today. We're breathing. We're here. And make sure you say a prayer for the people who cannot fight this horrible, horrible virus right now. We want to make sure we count our blessings and call somebody and check on them. If you are healthy and you are strong, make sure you call and check on your family, because that call does a lot. For Thanksgiving, we called every one of our aunties and uncles and checked on them. We were on the phone with like 20 people, just making sure everybody was okay. Even though we had a really small crowd down here for Thanksgiving, we only had 4 people down here for our family. But we called each and every person, and when you make that call, it changes their day. Whether you know it or not, call and check on them. How you doing? Let me just see how you doing. What you eat today? How you feeling? Because it's very good for them to express themselves right now. Because you never know. A lot of people are locked in, and mental disorders is they're going crazy right now because people can't come out of their houses. Yeah. This is a big change for them. So, even if they're not mentally ill or anything going on, just call and check on them and see how they doing.
Can you imagine not having this technology that we have now, and Facebook and Zoom and all the things that we have now, where we can actually look at people face to face on a screen and be able to still communicate? Could you imagine going through this without that and being stuck in a house by yourself or stuck somewhere?
I can't.
It's thank God for technology and all that good stuff. So. Oh, we're good. I didn't mean to really necessarily go that way, but
we have to go
we
there.
went that way.
Somebody needs to hear it.
That's right.
So we're here to tell you about it, and make sure you go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Our channel is a little bit different. We actually talk to each and every one of our subscribers, so we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for every comment. Thank you for every thumbs up, and hit the notification button, and that way you know when we upload. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow live from somewhere.
Life's short.
Have fun.
See the world.
Go out there, see it, guys. Have a great day.
Bye, everyone.